My sister demanded I give her my wedding venue because she's the prettier bride. I said, "You're absolutely right." Then I called the venue. My sister Emily announced her engagement 3 months after I booked my dream venue, the Garden Estate. 18 months of planning, deposit paid, date locked in. I'd been saving since college for this place. It wasn't just pretty, it was perfect. Gardens, fountains, this incredible terrace overlooking the valley. I'd sent Emily photos when I first booked it. She'd responded with a thumbs up emoji. That should have been my first warning. She showed up at my apartment on a Tuesday night with our mom, both holding champagne like they'd already decided something. No knock, just walked in using the spare key I'd given her for emergencies. "So, I need you to give me your venue," Emily said, not even sitting down first. "Just standing in my living room in her designer workout set. My fiance has family flying in from Dubai, and your venue is perfect to our aesthetic. You can find somewhere else. You're not as photogenic anyway, so it won't matter as much in your pictures. Honey, Emily's wedding needs to be spectacular. Brandon's family is very prominent, you understand." I stood there in my work scrubs, still smelling like the hospital, watching them rearrange my life. Emily pulled out her phone. "I already talked to the venue. They said if you cancel, I can take your date. September 23rd is literally perfect for us. Your date is in March. That's basically winter. Nobody looks good in winter photos. Plus," Mom added, "you and David are so low-key. You'd probably be happy with something simpler anyway. Maybe that barn venue outside town? Very rustic, very you." Emily nodded enthusiastically. "Exactly. We need the Garden Estate because Brandon's mom is flying in her photographer from Paris. Your phone pictures would be fine for your style." I looked at both of them. Perfectly highlighted hair. Mom's designer handbag. The champagne they'd brought to celebrate me giving up something I'd worked years to afford. "You're completely right," I said calmly. "Let me make a call." I pulled out my phone and dialed the venue right there. Put it on speaker. Turned up the volume. "Hi, this is Sarah Mitchell. I need to discuss my September booking." The coordinator, Jennifer, answered cheerfully. "Of course, Miss Mitchell. How can I help?" I looked directly at Emily. "My sister thinks she deserves my date because she's prettier and more photogenic. I'm calling to confirm you have my $50,000 deposit and my contract is ironclad, right?" Dead silence from Emily. Mom's champagne glass stopped halfway to her mouth. Jennifer's voice came through crystal clear. "Correct, Miss Mitchell. Your deposit is secured and your contract is absolutely binding. Is there an issue we need to address?" "No issue at all," I said. "Just wanted to confirm for my family." "Thank you, Jennifer." I hung up. The silence in my apartment was deafening. 50,000? Emily's voice came out barely above a whisper. "You said you paid 5,000. I lied," I said simply. "Told everyone it was 5 because I didn't want anyone getting ideas about what I could afford." Mom set down her glass. "Sarah, that's excessive. That's a down payment on a house. It's my money, my venue, my date." Emily's face had gone from shocked to red. "You let me call them? You let me humiliate myself asking about your date when you knew? You humiliated yourself by asking," I corrected. "I just didn't stop you." Mom tried to recover. "Let's all calm down. Sarah, maybe you could consider a different date at the same venue? I'm sure they have openings." "They do," I agreed. "In 3 years. Jennifer told me when I booked. It's a very popular venue." Emily grabbed her purse. "This is why nobody likes you. You're selfish." I walked to my door and opened it. "Some of us save for what we want instead of trying to steal it." They left without the champagne. Emily didn't speak to me for 4 months. Posted vague things on Instagram about family betrayal and jealousy. Mom called twice asking me to reconsider, saying I was tearing the family apart over one day. I blocked both of them after the second call. David and I got married on September 23rd at the Garden Estate. 300 guests. Perfect weather. Photos that looked like they belonged in a magazine. Emily got married 6 weeks later at a Holiday Inn conference room because that's all they could book on short notice. I know because Rachel, our cousin, sent me photos. The centerpieces were clearly from HomeGoods, and you could see the emergency exit sign in half the ceremony pictures. 6 months later, I'm looking at my Garden Estate wedding album while Emily's Holiday Inn reception video plays on loop in the family group chat that I muted but never left. The chicken was dry.